Oh, that's a bigger one. Oh wow, that's a really nice one. I should have brought a net. Dang it. Okay, let's see if we can get him. This may go wrong. Got him. There's another one right there. Thanks, buddy. Alright guys, this is what we're going to be using for bait today. I don't know if you can see that. A couple of grasshoppers live. I got a couple more in the jar also. And these are going to be perfect bait for what we're going today. Perfect, natural forage, ideal for what we're looking for today. Well, if you watch my videos, majority of my work is done out in the ocean. Today we're going to be doing some river fishing for some trout. So the story behind that is I was going to go actually out in the kayak, but if you watch my latest video, there's a really bad red tide going on in my area right now. So instead, I was supposed to go camping with some friends this weekend. I said, you know what, I'll go up a day early, secure us a campsite, and while I'm waiting for them to arrive tomorrow, I can do some fishing, you know, for the majority of today and tomorrow morning. But unfortunately, yesterday or this morning didn't go as planned. The first website or the first campsite I went to didn't have any campsites left. Second one was pouring rain, so I went back to a third one and managed to get a spot for tonight. So that didn't go as planned. Unfortunately, it took most of the day. Now it's about like 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock, I don't know. So I only have a couple hours left, but still gonna try and get some fishing in. One, because this is what I plan to do, and two, I didn't bring any food for tonight. So if I plan on eating tonight, I need to catch me a few trout, or a couple trout at least. So as you can see behind me, there's a nice little pool right over there. Like I was saying earlier, caught some fresh grasshoppers. Can't really see them. There you go. Grasshoppers in there, and I'm gonna put them to work. So let me show you the rig. So I have my ultralight set up today. I think it's 10-pound braid with 4-pound fluorocarbon leader, super light for this river fishing. These trout in the rivers, super finicky. They're nothing like the trout that you get stocked in the you know, local Bay Area ponds if you're familiar with the area. Because of that, we got super light tackle, 4-pound test leader, the little hook, and let me get one of these grasshoppers out right here. Get the focus. I'm gonna take this hook. Go right through the head. Just like that. So I have no weight on here. I'm just gonna flick this out in the river, let it drift down with the flow of the stream. And I know for sure there's some smaller ones. I'm gonna try and catch like something above like 10 inches. So I can catch a 12-incher, that'd be awesome. But I'm gonna try to catch something a little bit bigger so I can cook for dinner tonight. To the spot here. Okay. All I'm gonna do is just flick this out, let it flow downstream. Wouldn't be surprised if this gets hit within the first couple minutes here. Oh, there it goes, something grabbed it. They let it go. We'll let it flow a little farther. All right, spot number 2. All right, guys, spot number 3. Oh, oh, oh. Gonna bite. Take it, take it. Oh, missed him. Well guys, I made a little adjustment to my rig. And I think it might be the reason why I'm getting a bite here. Let's see if I can make it happen again. Oh, there we go. Oh, got him. There we go. Oh, that's a good one. That's a decent one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's dinner right there. Okay, let's get him over here. Oh no, no, no. Don't do that. Come over here. Okay, come on over. Oh yeah, that's a decent one. I'll take that. Look at that. If I was releasing him, I'd be a lot more careful with him, but I'm gonna be keeping this for dinner, so not too worried about it. But I'm not 100% sure if they stock them in this river or not, but it's a really nice looking fish. It's got almost a full tail. It's a little beat up there, but yeah, really nice little trout. Whether it's stocked or not, it's gonna be a lot better than the stocker fish in the Bay Area lakes, because these fish are feeding on the natural forage, which is like little insects, bugs, mosquitoes, bees, ants, maybe some little bait fish, and grasshoppers, which is what we fooled this one on. So anyways, I'm gonna take care of this one, put them on ice, and we'll see if we can get one more. I think I need one more for a good meal. Anything after that I'm gonna release. But anyways, there's the first one, no skunk. So here's the adjustment I made. So if you look at this, I added a little bobber on there, and what this is doing, it's keeping that bait, well, the bobber obviously, and then the bait that's trailing not too far behind it, it's keeping it right at the surface. I think before my bait was sinking down too close to the bottom. So this is keeping it right on the surface, even as I float it down the river, you know, tick, tick, tick down the river. This I think was the key, because as soon as I got this, I got one hit, missed it, and then that other one just bit on the second little drift here. So let's see if we can get another one. So anyways, like I was saying, literally just let it float down with the current. And the nice thing about this is, a lot of times the fish that are right next to you, they get spooked, because I mean, this is super clear water, and you know, they can easily see us on top of the water. So this way I can let it float way down, and those fish aren't going to be able to see me because they're way down river. Just let it float all the way down. Wow, there's a lot jumping right here. I guess this is the hour when they start feeding, right before sunset. Ooh. Got him. Took it on the surface. Feels like a good one. I don't know, maybe it's small. Who knows? Seems like a good one. Oh no, stay out of the rocks. Stay out of the rocks. Nope, stay out of those rocks too. No, no, no. Yeah, I think this is a good one. Feels like a good one. Come on. Wow, this is the life right here. Look at this. Just sitting on a rock in the middle of the woods, catching my dinner. Oh no, he's in a rock. Okay, there he goes. Oh no, he's stuck on a rock. Oh no, this isn't good. Get off of there. There it goes. Okay, we're back. Okay. Oh no. Wow, these river fish are so much stronger than lake fish. All right, another nice little river trout there. Again, these fish are a lot stronger than like if you caught one in a lake this size, it wouldn't hardly fight at all. It'd be like bringing in like a little minnow, creek chub. But these fish in the river, they're a lot stronger because they're spending their whole time fighting against the current, just building muscle. Imagine if you lived your whole life on a treadmill. That's kind of like what these guys in the river are. Of course, you'd be a lot stronger. But anyways, nice little fish. That's our second one. That's gonna be the second part of our meal. So anything from here on out, gonna be catch and release. But look at that. Hopefully no bears are around. Alright guys, running out of daylight here. Got my 2 for dinner, perfect size for dinner. We gotta get back to the campsite. And since Catch and Cooks never really do that great on my channel, I'm gonna do something a little bit different this time. Right now. Ooh, look at that. Wow. It smells amazing. It smells kind of like, I know this is gonna sound weird, it kind of smells like fresh crab almost. I think it's just because I cook with some butter and some other various spices. I literally haven't eaten anything today. Well, actually that's not true. I did have some granola bars and some snacks, but I haven't eaten any real meal today. My wife's probably gonna kill me for that one, but we're eating now. Doesn't get any fresher than this. I literally caught this like maybe an hour ago. Anyway, it looks good and it tastes good. Today was like a win-win-win. I got to do fishing, caught a few trout, cooked them and ate them. Obviously, that's a win. Plus, came up early to get a campsite. So, I look like a hero. And a third thing, I'm gonna get to go fishing again tomorrow. So once this is all said and done, I'm gonna get some rest and get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is also an exciting day. Back at it. Another day. We got a little bit of sleep last night. I think I woke up at like 3 a.m. And then now it's about, let's see actually, I think it's like 8 o'clock now probably. Yep, 8:01. Right on the dot. New day this morning. Just cooked up some breakfast. Bacon, eggs, potatoes. A nice breakfast to get me started for the day. Got to take care of some business right after this. Secure the campsite for everyone else. And then we're gonna get out and take the kayak out. We're gonna try to catch some trout. Mostly rainbow trout in this lake, but there are some brown trout as well. If I could catch a brown trout, that'd be like the pinnacle. But most of the fish in here are rainbow trout, so we'll see. I've never kayak fished this lake. Oh shoot. They brought some new stuff that I've never tried before. So we're gonna test all that out. But anyway, like I said, first things first, breakfast. Gotta secure a few things, get stuff ready for dinner when everyone else comes, and then we'll get out on the kayak. So we'll see you there. All right, we finally made it out. Took me a little longer than I wanted to, but it's 1:30 right now. We're finally out in the water. We're gonna probably fish till about 5 o'clock. That's when everyone else is about to show up. So we got, what is that, 3.5 hours. See if I can catch something. I got a lure on this one, kind of a funky looking lure that I got a little tip on, so I'm trying that on this one. And then my other rod, you probably can't see it on this side. I got a bait night crawler on this one. Actually, this one is on a downrigger, my Scotty lake troller. Actually, that brings me to a point. This is what this downrigger is actually made for. It's a lake troller. We're trolling around here for a little while. I see a lot of marks on the fish finder, so I'm optimistic that we can come up on some fish. We just got to figure out what they're biting and how deep they're biting. Oh yeah, fish off. Yep. Oh yeah, we're right over a little peak right here. A little hump where it gets pretty shallow. Get out of the way of this boat here. Come on in, little guy. Looks like a little rainbow. I didn't bring my net today. Well, actually, I don't even have a trout net. The only net I have would be too big for these guys to go right through it. Yeah, so we're gonna... Oh, there he goes. All right, there he is right there. A nice little, oh, there he goes. Quick release. Well, what I was going to say is these fish are super fragile, so I don't want to keep them out of the water too long. Plopped them right out. More the better. Swam off nice and healthy so that someone else can catch them. These are planted rainbow trout, not like those wild ones that we caught in the river a few videos back. I think even the trout that I caught earlier in this video in the river, I'm pretty sure those were planted as well. So anyways, let's get our lines back in. Actually, here, let me show you what I caught that one on. That one was on this little rig here, so it's a little flasher. It's basically like just like as I was fishing for salmon. So a little flasher, UV flasher with my leader, 6-pound test to a little night crawler. That's what's left of it. I had half of a night crawler on the end there. And then I was trolling it on the downrigger down. I think I was down about 25 feet-ish, something like that. And that one hit him. So let's get our lines back in, see if we can get another. Sailboaters. All right, let's try that again. Yes. Got him. Got him. Oh, okay. This one feels like a little bigger, or he just has a lot of spunk. Just got to avoid all the sailboats. Pontoon boats, motor boats. If you can do that, there's actually quite a few fish out here. It's amazing how clear, look at how, watch out for my pedal drag. It's amazing how clear this water is. Oh, there he goes, quick release. That's a good one. A little bigger than our last one. There is a gigantic school right here. I might have to switch this other rod to a night crawler just because this funky lure is not working for me today. I'm sure it works out here, but it's just not working for me today. There. Drag a little bit. Oh, we got one already. Look at that. I think. Yeah, there's one on here. Wow. Like I said, we dropped it right on a big school of fish. Didn't even get finished setting it up. Tighten this up a little bit. I think this is a small one. Oh yeah, real small. Wow. Get around the... Okay, well, there he is. That's a tiny one for sure. You know what? This might be... I don't know. Let me know in the comments. This kind of, it doesn't look like a rainbow. I feel like this is either a kokanee or like a baby, like really small king salmon, like landlocked king salmon. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I thought the only thing in here would be rainbow and brown trout, but that looks to me like a kokanee. I don't even know how to tell the difference. It doesn't look like a rainbow to me. This could potentially be either my first kokanee or my first landlocked king. I think it's a kokanee. That'd be my guess. I don't think it's a rainbow, but you guys can let me know. We'll let him go. I'll have to check later to see if they stock kokanee in here. Oh, getting bit, getting bit. Are you on there? Maybe not. Oh yeah. Another one of these little guys. I don't know if these are kokanee. Got my own cheering. Oh, jeez. Sorry, fish. Got my own fan base over here. I'm pretty sure this is a kokanee. If it is, it's my second ever kokanee. It is, or my second ever. Terrible release there, but there he goes. It's alright. Rather than swim off healthy. Please, please let me know. Am I catching kokanee, or are these just small rainbows? Oh, do I have one here? I think I got one. Got one on this rod. Doubled up. Okay. Ooh, this feels like a, I don't know, I can't tell. This is a new rod, so this is my extremely, like this other rod is an ultralight. This is even lighter than that one. This is like my mega ultralight setup. 500 size reel. Oh no, did it come off? Oh, I think it came off. Oh no, it's still there, it's still there. This is a 500 size reel with 4-pound test and 4-pound test leader all the way through. This is, I actually switched it to night crawler. I'm not sure if I told the camera ready that, but oh, that's a bigger one. Oh wow, that's a really nice one. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I should have brought a net. Dang it. Okay, well, hopefully we tired him out good enough. I'm gonna try to grab him. This is a lot bigger than all the other ones we've been catching. This is a rainbow trout for sure. No kokanee on this one. Okay, well hopefully we can grab him. I'm just gonna try to fling him in here. Actually, yeah, we'll just go for the grab. Okay, see if we can get him. This may go wrong. If it does, oh well. Got him. Look at that. That's a nice one. Oh my god, look at that. I just hooked myself. Luckily, just through the tip of my thumb. Oh, like I was saying, that's a respectable trout right there. Not a huge one, but up here, I mean, I think this is probably the biggest trout I've ever caught in this lake. I came here as a kid and we used to catch all kinds of them, but never this big. They must be either planting them in here a little bigger than they used to be, or this one's been in the lake for a little while. I have a feeling this is still a fresh planter. You can see the tail. It's almost full, but it's still a little bit. You can see it's worn on the top there. Same with this dorsal fin up here. But anyways, it's not too bad. Respectable little fish. First one on my, I don't know what I'm calling it yet, my mega ultralight. Anyway, a lot of chaos there. I think that's number 5 actually. I released the other, oh no, yeah, I think that was 4, the kokanee 4, and then this big trout 5. Released all of the fish except for this last one, but anyway, let's get our lines back in, see if there's any more. I've only been fishing for an hour. 5 fishing an hour is pretty good. That's like one every 12 minutes. Fish on, fish on. Just gonna keep going, see if I can double up here. Feels like another rainbow, maybe? Yeah, I think this is a rainbow. Yeah. Similar to the first couple that we caught. There he is. Number 6, I think. Nice colors on this one. Full tail. There we go. Fish number 6. Nice little planter rainbow. Get him back. There he goes. So all I'm doing here is pinching off half. I'm only using half a night crawler. And then just thread it on. Nothing fancy. Just thread it on, no worm thread or anything. Just trying to get it as far down as I can. Just like that. Nothing fancy. This one's behind a dodger or flasher, whatever you want to call it. The other one is just straight up. That's what caught the bigger one at least. I don't know if it makes a difference. But this one I'm also putting on the downrigger, so this one I think is getting down a little bit deeper. So anyway, put it back, see if we can get another one. I think another reason why these fish are so stacked up back here is the inlet where the water comes in is right back here. So that water is probably a little colder than the rest of the water, because I think this should be snow melt. I think, not 100% sure, but anyway. And all the nutrients, any like little bugs or whatever, minnows that come in, will come in right through there. So I'm sure a lot of these predatory fish like trout are hanging out around there waiting for that food to come in. Seems like every time I put it down there, it gets bit. Right there. That's the sweet spot right there. I bet you this gets hit in the next 2 minutes. Got him. Got him. Number 7. Number 7. That took a little longer. I thought it was going to take 2 minutes. It took about 7. No, not this time. Ooh, look at him. Pulling some drag. Well, they're not salmon, but they're kind of like mini salmon. Actually, those two, the kokanee, are actually salmon. That was actually what I was catching. Oh, oh no. Wrapped around the downrigger. Okay. Alright. It's a good looking one. Oh, there's probably wild ones in here, but they're probably a lot smaller. That's a nice, probably like 11 or 12 incher, something like that. Let's get them a quick release. Like I was saying earlier, these fish are pretty fragile, so I don't want to keep them out of the water for too long. Just a quick look to the camera. I'm and it'll send him off. There you go. Is that 6? 7? I think that's 7. Yeah, that's 7. Oh, there we go. There's one. Look at this, he's got another leader hanging out. Look at that, see that? I don't know if you can see the line on the GoPro there, but he's got my leader and someone else's leader hanging out of his mouth. We'll keep this one. I don't think he's gonna make it with this leader hanging out of there. You can see my leader on one side, someone else's leader on the other side. Broke him off. Fish on here. Fish on. One more on the mega ultralight, whatever I'm calling this. So this again is the just straight night crawler. Seems like I caught more fish on the one with the flasher, but I mean that was also with the downrigger, so who knows what was making the difference there. But I did also catch 2 straight up. Oh, look at that! Straight up, no net flasher or anything, just straight up night crawler. And there he is. That's number 10. All right, guys, number 10 going back. Quick release. We're gonna call it a day on number 10, all in about less than 2 hours of work. So pretty good action, in my opinion. All the fish today, I got 2 with straight night crawler, and the rest were all with night crawler. I think actually the 2 that I think were kokanee also came on this flasher with the night crawler setup. This is a little Seps, just straight chrome flasher, and I dropped it on the Scotty lake troller. I'll leave the lake troller and this flasher linked in the description if you want to check those out. But yeah, all the fish today came on night crawler, which is pretty much like the most old school bait you can get, especially for trout. So fun little video. Got some action on my new setup, this mega extreme ultralight. I don't even know what to call it. It's an ultralight. But yeah, that's it. I know this is a little different than the normal videos that I post. I'd love to do more camping and fishing videos. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. I'd love to do more if you guys are interested. Appreciate you guys' view. Thanks for sticking with it. We'll go hang out with the squad. I think they're arriving in a few minutes here, so take care of this. We'll see you on the next one. Literally almost back to the launch. Oh, look at that. It's not even a trout. It's a bass. Bonus bass. All right.
Fishing. Fishing. Fishing.